Hello, hello, and welcome to the Oto-Mania podcast, the podcast about otome and other dating simulation games. I'm Savvy, your host. It's my co-host Jessica.
Hey.
So, we can't play. We're back, by the way. Just I was just gonna say we can't play the games that the show we're gonna talk about is based on. Surprise.
Yeah.
Tends to be our story.
I'm so sad about it. I'm really upset this time.
I'm really upset. This and the Girl Beats Boy
Alex?
one. No.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me mad.
Oh my gosh.
Because you don't know what we're talking about. It's Uta no Prince Sama.
Woohoo.
The big boy. I've heard about this one. Everyone's heard about this one. It's extremely popular.
It's been around a while, so it's had time to be popular, and I'm here for it.
There's every single one of the games are on PSP, which
So that says something about how long it's been around.
Yeah, except for two, which are phone games. And only one of them we can play, and that's one of the phone games.
And you know what? We're excited about it.
So welcome to, what did I call this month? March on Utapri.
What did I call this month?
I have Post-it notes. I have to go find March on Utapri. Where we are going to talk about the first all four seasons. There's four, right? 2000 Revolutions, Love, Legend, Star, and then we're going to talk about the movie Love Kingdom and Shining Love, the app.
Yeah.
Because
we got a lot to talk about.
How
March on Utapri is honestly March and April on Utapri.
It's March on Utapri and it's Uta-April. Uta-April. I combined it together. It's me having a seizure. It's Utapril. Uta-April.
Oh I was not ready for that.
So, welcome to March on Uta-April.
I'm gonna die. You know what's good about this series?
What?
Is it has so many dang boys.
So many.
They're all distinct enough.
All six.
So you can have a good boy no matter what kind of mood you're in.
Plus more. That's true. I feel like everyone will find a fave in the show.
Or like six.
So, when we were going into the show, we were actually going to skip 1000 and 2000 present because we couldn't find it originally.
Oh my god.
Because it was supposed to be on High Dive.
Watching this show.
Because these shows Sentai owns these. And the first two seasons are on Hulu apparently, and I don't remember. I feel like that's a new thing, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just didn't check.
I don't know because I got Hulu for this because I was like, all right, fine, I'll just do it for a couple months or whatever, because I want to get invested in this. My God,
it was worth it.
I didn't want to bootleg it. It was so worth it.
Yeah, and it's the show is really well animated. Wow, these boys are not CGI. That's crazy.
Well, there is one CGI thing, but we're going to laugh about it later.
We'll
it's
talk about
really
it.
funny.
It's a spoiler.
It's a major plot spoiler.
Yeah, so we can't talk about it right now. But yeah, if you want to watch the first two seasons, they're on Hulu, and then the last two seasons are on High Dive.
It's really stupid. And it made me so angry.
Stupid. And the movie's also on High Dive. Yeah. I remember when the movie was coming out in theaters.
Oh my gosh,
it was 2019? Really? Yeah. And I wanted to go see it, but then I was like, I don't know anyone who would go with me, and nobody watches Utapri, and I haven't seen Utapri, so
we didn't watch Utapri.
And now I'm sad I missed it.
Now you're just like, I know.
Ugh, bummer. So yeah, what do I have on my notes?
I don't know, because you texted me and you're like, oh my god, the wiki is really thorough. I'm not taking notes anymore.
The wiki's so thorough.
And I did not tell you when I was watching it. I was like, man, I'm here to have a good time, and I took no notes whatsoever.
I know you wouldn't take any notes.
I was.
That's why I took good notes. Yeah.
Ouch.
I'm gonna throw you under this bus.
Man. You did. You backed it over me too. Thanks.
So there are 12 games in the series, 7 main games, and 5 spin-off titles.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you them in order of release. This was going to be for our last episode that we were going to talk about the general overview of the series because there's so much Utapri stuff.
Well, and that was when we thought that we couldn't watch the first 2 seasons, and then you found them, so.
Yeah, so then we changed course a little bit.
A little.
Okay, so I gotta get the descriptions up. Okay, cool. Oh, there's a lot of games. Oh, wait, is that one for the PS4? Did I just lie to you? No, it's PS Vita. Just kidding, I didn't lie to you. They're all PSP Vita. Same console, really.
It really is.
So the first game came out in 2012. It was called Uta no Prince Sama. And it was later remastered in 2011, and it was called Uta no Prince Sama Repeat.
Okay.
So that was the first one. 2010, huh? That was a long time ago. Second one is Uta no Prince Sama Amazing Aura. It's the same year. Sweet Serenade was in 2011. Music is a spin-off that, oh god, it contained 31 songs? That's so many songs.
Nice.
Debut, 2012. Okay. All Stars 2013. Music 2 is a spin-off, and it was also 2013. Udapri Island was 2014, and that was a puzzle game app for your phone.
Oh, so that's what kind of game it was. I wondered.
Yeah. I don't think we can get that here.
I don't think so. I think we can only do the one that we have.
Music 3 is a spinoff. It came out in 2015. All-Star After Secret is 2015. Repeat Love is 2017. And Shining Live, the spinoff phone app that we can play, came out in 2017.
Is that when that was? I feel like I remember when that game was new.
Yeah, me too. It seems like it was a lot shorter, like 2019, but it's 2017.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, those were the last games, and then they just didn't make any more.
And you know what? They honestly could.
They honestly don't need to. They made a gacha game.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They're making bank on those horny teens.
How dare you make a gacha game full of pretty boys? I can't.
How dare you? There's also 3 manga series. There's
really?
One, yeah.
I did not know about those.
Can't read any of them, so. One based on the first game, Debut, and one called PP. Sorry for being immature. I don't know what the PP stands for. It's called No Prince, I'm a PP. It looks like they also had a trading card game, but I can't find like anything on it. It's only on the wiki.
Weird.
Yeah, that's all the games. Let's go over the characters specifically from the show we're going to talk about. I'm sure we'll meet more as it goes on.
Oh, yes, we will.
But, yeah, so we're going to talk about 1,000%. That's as far as we're going.
I only have 1,000% to give here, okay? I'll see myself out.
I have a fun fact about Haruka Nanami, our main protagonist, a.k.a. Yu.
Yeah.
I started watching the show like a while ago, actually.
Oh, really?
Because it was so popular and I wanted to know what the big deal was. My mistake was watching it with a dude. I would watch anime at this guy's house and he was like, what the hell is this? And then he showed me like a normal harem and he's like, no, this is the shit. And I was like, it's the same. It's the same, only reversed now. She had the brightest, yellowest eyes I've ever seen, that when I started watching, I thought she was blind.
Oh my god.
And I was like, that's so cool. She's a blind composer? She's not going to know how handsome these dudes are. She's blind.
Oh my god.
And then after watching it, I was like, I don't actually think she's blind.
Just has like the most yellow eyes in existence.
She has the brightest eyes. She's like cataract eyes.
Oh my god. You know who has really nice eyes? Actually, I'll say when we get to him.
Okay. The next character I have on our list. Do you have anything to say about our protagonist?
You know, as far as harem protagonists go, not bad.
No, I like her a lot.
Not like you know, a wet paper bag.
No, she's pretty good. I like her.
She's actually good.
She makes sense. I get why she does what she does. I'm pretty satisfied with lemon eyes.
I have no idea about that.
I put her friend down.
Oh, yeah.
I just call her Tomo.
I called her Tomo, too.
Because I liked her. She's like a good friend.
Yeah, she was fun.
And she's like important enough, I put her on the list of characters you should know about.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Okay, now I have to butcher some names. Get ready. So when I was writing down these notes, I actually had to bring up the character wiki because I kept forgetting who everyone was.
I mean, at first there's like a bunch, but
it's because they switched from their first name to their last name all the time, you know? Like if they were roommates, they used their first name, and if they were classmates, they'd use their last name, and I was like, who are you talking about? Okay, so I have Itoki.
Yeah, Otoya.
Sunshine Boy.
Yes, he is a Sunshine Boy.
I put on my notes, he's always just going to be Itoki, because that's how they said his name the most.
That's fair.
Ren, the Playboy.
Yeah.
Jinjui, I think is how you say his name. Ren Jin. It's like Jinjui Ren.
It's like Jinguji.
Jinguji.
I think.
I just called him Ren. I picked whatever.
And I'm like, he's just Ren.
Name I could say the best.
He's just Ren, which is also like my pen name. So
nice. That's right. Yeah, just Playboy, classic Playboy type. Pretty typical. I just said Tokyo.
Yeah.
I put ass boy because I was mad at him.
I was taking a drink, God. Every time. You're trying to kill me.
We'll get into a fight about Tokyo later.
Ouch.
True route, though, in this specific season, I would say.
Thank you.
But yeah. Got anything to say about it?
We'll get back to him later.
Yeah, we'll get back to him. Don't worry about it. Masato, I said rich boy.
Oh, yeah, Masa.
Technically, him and Ren are both rich boys, but he plays the rich boy better, I say.
I think they play the rich boy differently. They do.
Yes, I agree.
Is Ren plays the rich boy who doesn't care about anything, and Masa is the rich boy who
cares
is
too much.
Yeah. That's what makes them work.
I put Natsuki. I put Strange Boy.
Strange Boy.
I really didn't like him until his episode.
Natsuki has like the prettiest green eyes, though.
No.
Oh my god.
They're so nice. Yeah, so we'll talk more about him.
Yeah.
He's a puzzle, that one.
He's a puzzle, that one.
Show. I kept writing Rio. Notes on its show. SYO. I just put small boy.
Small boy.
He's just small, angry boy. He feels that niche.
Small bean. I loved Show. He was cute.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. He was funny. I think he's like the funniest one out of all of them, I would say.
He was funny.
His reaction to the environment around him was funny.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's all I have. Am I missing somebody?
Well, I mean, he's only in like one episode when they're on the overnight thing.
Who?
Is it like the way he pronounced it was kind of like Cecil is how it came out.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah, okay. Is it like Cecil? I mean, I didn't count him yet.
Depends. Which way do you want to butcher it?
How would you pronounce it?
I don't know. I like just looking at it and reading it. I'm like, I want to say Cecil, but I'm positive I heard something more like Cecil, and I'm like, oh god. We'll talk about him later.
Cecil, whatever. We'll talk about him later. He's kind of also a strange bean.
He's a puzzle, that one.
With toe beans, if you will. Do we
want to talk about who their like teachers are?
I didn't know if I should put the teachers in there, but they were kind of
I'm just looking at the wiki with the cast on it, and I'm like, oh yeah, the teachers.
The two like most important are just the principal, which I just called the principal, and Ringo, their homeroom teacher.
I loved Ringo.
I love Ringo. Oh my god.
Ringo is so cute.
Ringo's the best.
Is adorable. I love him.
He's a good teacher,
the principal
too.
was fun, though. The principal showed up, and I was like, oh my god, here we go.
Yeah, the principal has a flair for the dramatic, which is the best.
Oh, it's so
good. The school looks so much fun to be in.
Right.
Don't you wish that you went to this kind of a music school?
No, I actually love the music school that I went to. I did some cool stuff.
Well, I guess you'd have to pick between idol or composer, so that's a little different.
I was going to say, I'm not that kind of a musician, so. Yeah.
Okay, Ketsu review time. Let's see what people have to say about this show. I like the first one. The top one is, okay, but why does she have lemons for eyes? It's a good question. This guy's really excited. I don't know if he knows how to spell, though. I live for this show. Capital L-I-V, live for it. Defined my life. Nanami is my goddess. I will fight the world for her like good shit. Also, Mamo? I don't know what they were trying to say.
I think they're trying to talk about Tokyo's voice actor.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They'll shorten it to Mamo sometimes because his name is like Mamoru.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, this one's funny because they were like kind of underwhelming, but Maji Love 1000% significantly boosted my perception of the series. For music and picks, play Shining live. So this is like someone who played the game and then was like, I should probably watch the show.
That's fair, I guess.
I was actually holding off on playing the game until I watched the show. I wanted to know which cards I wanted. You know, I gotta pick my favorite boy.
Fair. You gotta pick your favorite boy.
Ooh, I don't like best season of the show. That does not lead good for the future.
We'll find out in the next 3 weeks.
This is actually truly hilarious if you think about anything that happens for more than a second. A really good starter for boys idol anime. The music, it's a bop.
Yeah.
It is. I'm glad people like it. Like, people in this chat know what's up.
That's good.
All right. Spoiler section. Are you ready?
Are you ready indeed?
So this is spoilers for season 1 of Maji Love 1000%. If you want to watch the show, it's on Hulu. If you already watched the show, hello.
It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Did you want to talk about it? I'd recommend you watched it before we just ruin it for you, because it's actually pretty good.
Because it's actually really fun, and we are going to ruin it for you.
We are going to ruin it for you. All the twists and turns. Okay, are you gone? Cool.
No, what?
Hayato and Tokyo are the same person.
Oh my god, you're going to say that right now?
Yep. I wanted to make sure you were gone, and if you haven't left yet, that was on you. We left such a long pause.
We did. It was a
anyway, first episode, 7-colored compass. Do you want me to read the description on the wiki? Are you also on the wiki?
Read the description on the wiki?
Do you want to just...
Are we on the same wiki?
Are we on the same wiki? How about we go between... You read the first one and then I'll read the second one and then we'll go alternate.
You got it. Oh, why is this wiki trying to give me ads? Get out of here. Curse you, wiki. So, the first episode... Nanami Haruka is a girl who attends a music school, passionate of becoming a songwriter for her idol, Hayato. While aiming to achieve her dream, she meets many other people who also have dreams and talents like her. It's music school, dude. What do you expect?
There's other musicians
to the
here?
A class.
What?
Right?
Crazy.
She's assigned to the A class and introduced to the Princes of Song, Otoya Itoki, Masato... Oh, God. Masato, I'm not going to butcher his last name, sorry. Natsuki, Ren, Sho, and finally, Tokyo Ichinose, whom she takes at first to be the idol Hayato, the very reason she chose to apply to Saotome Academy.
But he's not. He's his twin brother.
So they say.
Identical twin brother. The principal says it. It must be true.
Yeah, the principal made a dramatic entrance and said that they were twin brothers. So obviously.
I don't hate. It's interesting how everyone hates Hayato, you know? Like when she brought it up with her roommate, she was like, really? Seriously? That guy? What?
Yeah.
And then...
well, there's a reason for that.
What is the reason for that?
So the agency that he works for, like, kept pushing him to do jobs that were not singing jobs, or like do variety shows and other random garbage, and basically be a joke.
Is that why people... don't like him is because he does reality TV?
I feel like that's it. That was the vibe that I got.
I mean, maybe I could see that, I guess. It just was confusing to me because I was like, isn't he like a famous idol? He still does concerts.
He still does like concerts, but they're like, he's really goofy. And, you know, even when she went and met him and didn't know it was him.
I thought
when Tokyo was pretending to be his brother, he was like, don't compare me to that stupid guy. Like, even Tokyo did the same thing.
Was like... that people thought he was too goofy.
Well, I mean, they did. But I think it's because he went from being like a normal idol to having to be goofy.
I wish they showed more of him being goofy, because then maybe I would have bought it more. Yes. Like maybe they watched like a TV show and he's like in it and he's being stupid.
I don't know.
Because I didn't get that from that. It just seemed like everyone was just like, ew, that guy? And I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I mean, he seems popular still, so...
But you know how she even went and found him in the first place? Like, this black cat shows up and steals her handkerchief and runs away. And she's like, I need that back. So she just takes off and follows this plot cat.
I thought that he was going to be the cat.
You know what? I would have been fine with that.
Cat went in the bushes. A dude comes out. I'm like, that dude's a cat. Turns out wrong dude, but...
But we'll get there later.
Yeah. Is anything else happened in this episode, really?
I mean,
Besides
when she met
was
Otoya
late.
and Ren, she was late to the entrance exam, and they were trying to be like, no, you can't do that. You can't take the test to come here.
She was, quote-unquote, saving a child
Yeah.
from something, I guess.
The kid was lost.
Yeah, so that's why she was late. But dude, she's late, so...
But you know what? She got to take the test anyways, because
She
those two
passed.
cute
She
guys
passed.
vouched for her.
And she can't even read music.
I know. I was gonna say something about that. I was like, so wait, she actually can't read music? I thought she just got really nervous playing in
That's
front of
what I
people.
thought, too. I was like, there's no way.
And then I was like, I can't read music. And I'm like, how did you pass
you
the
pass the
exam to
test?
get into this school if you cannot read music?
As a composer.
I know. I'm like, now, I'm not a composer. Real composers that I know that I've been friends with are such a weird breed. Not gonna lie. Composers are very eccentric. For the ones I knew.
Like the
very
principal?
eccentric. Sorry. I mean, I wouldn't put it past like one of them.
So
I knew some fun composers.
yeah, I don't know how she passed that exam without being able to read music. And then I know this is episode 2 or something. What's it, 2?
Yeah.
And then she learns it all in one day.
She learns it all in one montage.
Yeah, her friend is like, wow, I can't believe you learned how to read music all in one day.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to be showing like a little bit more time going, but it's like, oh, for our class assignment, we're gonna put you in teams, one idol with one composer, and then you have to do a recording test. And she gets paired with Otoya, our sunshine boy.
Mm-hmm. First boy I've ever seen.
But she can't read music, and she like takes off because she's really upset because she can't read music, and everybody starts gossiping. I'm like, what are you doing here?
I don't like. Okay,
can't do that.
I know we're getting ahead of schedule because she hasn't met all the dudes yet in episode 1.
Yeah.
But like, the fact that everyone's bullying her, and is like, she probably got paid her way in or whatever. I don't
They're
blame
like, she
him
knew
for
somebody.
thinking that because like she can't read music.
I could not believe that at first. I was like, wait, are you
kidding
telling
me,
me she couldn't
lady?
read music? Are you serious right now?
Yeah, I don't.
But-
Everyone thinking she got in illegally, I get it. She was late, A. B, she can't read music, so how'd she pass the exam? And 3, like, one rich dude who vouched for her, and I guess Otoya doesn't really have any. I mean, Atoki, sorry. Atoki doesn't. Same diff, fuck. Same guy. I'm reading stuff wrong.
The red one.
The red one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So she meets, this is still back to the first episode. We just jumped like 4 episodes around.
But did we? I thought we just kind of jumped between like the first couple because people were mean to her in that episode
Oh my god, I have
about
so
not
many-
being able to read music.
Episode 3 was when she got officially bullied.
Ah, my bad.
No one knows that she can't read music yet. It's episode 1.
Episode 2. No. In episode 2, they showed it for the first time. I think people were meaner about it in 3, but they showed it in 2.
I have so many notes. I just want to say that I said some dude said she looked like his family dog and tried to glomp her, and that was a little rude.
That was
That's
Natsuki.
Natsuki. And I was like, wow, that's super rude. He's like,
was
wow,
really
you look
funny,
like
though.
my dog.
That was hilarious.
Be like, don't say that to people.
I know. I was like, wait, what? Natsuki loves
Cute
little
things.
cute things,
That was
including
his shtick.
Haruka with her lemon eyes.
Yeah, and also his childhood friend, So or whatever.
Show. Yeah.
Who's small.
Yeah. He is small and angry.
Small and angry.
I get you, Show. I get you.
She talks
They
about
wrote a
how
song together.
they
There's a song in every episode, of course, because
yes.
it wouldn't be without it.
My notes are so confusing and all over the place. I put when she talks about why she likes Hayato, I think it's really funny that it's because she was having a a panic attack, basically, in the city. She heard him sing on the Jumbotron and then had a delusional fantasy about him coming down from the heavens and getting really close to her face. She had like a little fangirl moment as she was huddled in a corner, breathing heavy, because the city's too sensory overload for her. Now it's fine.
Hot guy serenade.
Hot guy serenade. Get you out of a panic attack every time. Okay, yeah, we already did the Tokyo episode 2. That's all I have to say about that episode.
I mean, the song they wrote was cute. It was very Sunshine Boy, you know? So, Haruka and Otoya passed their project.
Wow,
surprise. But now Haruka is getting bullied because she didn't know how to read music. I mean, she does now, but whatever. And she's asked to play the piano again, but she freaks out and she freezes up and then runs off. This is kind of like Masa's episode.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I don't entirely remember what his song is. I'm sorry.
Baba Black Sheep.
Look, man, all the songs in the show are good, but I kind of forgot this one.
This is the kind of the episode where we learn who's roommates with who, which I thought was interesting. Tokia and Itoki are roommates.
Yes.
And because
Masa and Ren are roommates.
Yes, as Ren are roommates. The two CBO
and
guys
Natsuki and
roommates. Yeah, everyone. Roommates are always like friends, except for Itoki and Tokia, who don't really know each other that well.
Yeah, they kind of don't.
They don't mix like the other ones.
Yeah.
I know that Itoki tries to like. Oh, that was 3, right? Where they tried to make sweets for her. She was getting bullied.
I think that was 3.
Yeah.
So, like she said, Natsuki will help us make like cakes, and then it's a crazy disaster.
I do like that. Okay, so Itoki asked the teacher to help stop the bullying, and the teacher's like, that's showbiz, baby.
Yeah.
I can't really say that
Ringo.
he's wrong. So.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Yeah, she names the cat in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Kooparoo or something.
Yeah, but...
And I have to agree with her that that's a weird name.
Yeah.
She said it, and then she was
I just called him the Flat Cat.
Stupid.
I'm like, that's weird, huh? And the cat's, like, fine with it.
Yeah, and I was like, I agree with you. That is weird. Her and Masato have a bullying talk, and then... Okay, this is when Ren first plays the sax in this episode.
Is it that one, or is it... No, I think it's the next one.
It's this one.
I think it's 4.
It's this
one.
Is it
this one? Is it?
It's in my written notes. Because it's so random. He's playing the saxophone in like the middle of the school in front of all these women. And a question to my saxophone players out there. Is it a rule that you have to unbutton your shirt before you play sax? Now, I'm not a saxophone player, but...
Neither am I.
Do you gotta like unbutton the first 2 buttons before you play sax? Is that the rule? Let your windpipe breathe?
I mean, as somebody who also played a wind instrument, I can tell you that you don't have to do that.
Okay.
But saxophone players sort of do their own thing.
They're all doing the same thing.
Like
they're all unbuttoning their shirts.
the really noticeable saxophone playing animation is in the next episode. That's what it was.
Yeah, was this sax not CGI?
I think that sax was like hand animated, so that's why I kind of forgot about it.
Interesting.
May I just say though, as somebody who's known a lot of saxophone players, it absolutely works for Ren.
What do you
personality
mean?
Wise?
Oh, playboys?
Yeah.
Playgirls?
It's like
play people?
Play people. No, there's just a weird, sometimes like almost lazy quality where they're like, "Oh, I'm so great."
I feel like
you don't have to try to
have
do
a certain
anything.
personality like that to get into saxophone. Because saxophone's like a sexy instrument, right? People play sax, they're like, ooh. So
they're like, oh, that's hot.
If you want to play sax, you want to get the sax. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, then they're making cakes.
I mean, not all saxophone players are like that. I actually knew some that were really nice, but
Hashtag not
I didn't
all
get along that
players.
great. I didn't get along that great with the saxophone studio at my school. Okay.
That's weird.
Some of them really hated me.
Sounds really personal.
It was.
Anyway, they tried to make a cake.
Yeah.
With Tabasco, chili oil, salted fish guts, and those smelly fermented beans, which I think are called natto or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he basically threw a bunch of stuff in the blender and then set it on fire.
Yeah, and then set it on fire. This is where I wrote a note about Natsuki, because I was like, what is up with this guy? He's so weird, and he's rude, and he's touchy.
A puzzle, that one.
And what is his thing? He's like the physical comedy of this series, but to the extreme.
Physical comedy.
like, what is up with this guy?
Nice.
Yeah, so back onto the normal story. Masato comes in on Haruka practicing, and he's like, my dad was really mean, but my butler was super cool, and humble brag.
Humble. I know. I was like, oh, cool, the butler.
Oh, cool, your butler was cool, but your dad was mean. All right, sit down, rich kid. They played Baba Black Sheep together, and then he's like, I wrote this song for you, which I thought was weird because they, like, hardly know each other. There's always one character in these Oto-Mania TV shows where I feel like, how do you love this woman? You hardly know her, and he's definitely the one I'm going to put on that list.
He's the one that, like, had the, you know, flashback of that one time when they were 7, and he walked past her singing in the park with, like, all the other little kids.
Yeah, that's right. He did. That was like, yeah.
And then he's like, she taught me the joy of music. And I'm like, I guess.
She was singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star with a bunch of kids, and it changed his life. So.
Well, I mean, he played it on the piano, and then she had a flashback of, like, playing it with her grandma on the piano, and she was a little kid. And then she's like, oh, I could play it again.
I love these, like, basic songs. Like, so they played Baba Black Sheep together on the piano, and then she's singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and then they, like, sing Amazing Grace at one point, and, like...
Oh, yeah.
It's really goofy.
I thought that was really interesting, because, like, their little flashback songs like that are always in English.
Yeah, it is interesting. Well, her lyrics, a lot of them are in English. She doesn't write the lyrics. The songs that she composes,
they write the lyrics.
A lot of them are in English. It's a mix, but it's like a 50-50, which is interesting.
I don't know, man. It's still good. I'm still down.
It's episode 4's Ren's episode.
Yeah.
Believe heart to the end of the world.
Some of these episode translations, I love it.
Is the Hulu translation, but the wiki translation is to the end of the earth, comma, believe heart, which makes a little more sense, I guess.
I don't know, man. It is how it is.
Anyway, Ren's gonna get expelled if he doesn't do the lyrics.
Do anything?
Or anything at all, but he has to do his lyrics assignment. Remember that assignment from, like, 2 episodes ago?
Well, this is a different assignment, but I would assume it's a very similar
I thought
thing.
It was the same assignment. I was like, dude, you haven't done that yet?
No, I'm
Get your homework together.
I'm positive it's a different assignment. But,
worse, he seems,
you know, he's like
uninterested in making any attempt. He's a slacker.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. I can hang out with all these girls that follow me around screaming.
I like how they're like, so it would be nice if you came to class and did any of your homework. And I was like, what the hell's this dude been doing?
I know. He's just like, I don't want to. It's pointless. And then he plays the saxophone on the roof. And this is the worst animation in this whole series. Because the saxophone is this, like, CG thing. I feel like they told somebody to draw fingers wiggling.
It was definitely noticeable that it was CGI. But
it was noticeably weird, and I kept laughing because it looked so janky to me. I'm like, oh, that's not how this works.
I wrote that I hope this means Starish has a song with a saxophone solo in it. If anyone knows any of their songs with a sax solo in it, let me know. Link it in the comments. I
got a connection I can ask.
I want to know. Yeah, so Haruka is like, who's playing sax? I have to know. And then goes up on the roof. And
he tears up all 5 lyrics that he had written down already lyrics. And just, like, chucks it off the roof. And she runs off and picks up every single piece of that paper that she can find.
Masato was also on the roof because he's like, I know who's playing sax. And he comes up to the roof to talk shit and then punch Ren.
Yeah. He's like, you aren't taking this seriously. And I am. I like it too much. So you need to get your shit together.
Get your shit together, leave, and then punches him in the face.
Yeah.
It's really good. So she picks up all of some of the pieces with other people helping her, which is nice.
Yeah, she gets everyone else to help her. Even Masa helps, who is like, I hate this guy.
Yeah, that was interesting. I thought about that. It's like, why is he here?
I mean, they were friends once.
Yeah, but he punched him in the face.
Yeah, I know.
So Rick is absent from class and he's whistling to sheep. We find out that his mom was an idol who died.
Yeah.
So that's sad.
They gloss over that a little bit, but, like, that was a thing.
She gives him back the pieces of the lyrics that he wrote, and he plays sax and sings over the school intercom.
Oh yeah, I loved that he did a song over the intercom.
It was a good episode, I'd say.
Fantastic. It was great.
So I guess he's still in school because he played sax and sang over the intercom, and everyone's like, "Yeah, all right."
I mean, he finished the assignment, sort of.
I give that public stunt an A+. You can stay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Episode 5, full
Show's
throttle.
episode.
Chevrolet spirit, go fight, yay, win. Yeah, it shows episode.
It's excellent.
Do you want to read the description?
So, Sho really wants to audition for a part in Ryuya, which is his homeroom teacher, his new movie. Unfortunately, he's scared of heights, so there's no way he can get the part. But all his friends band together to try and cure him of his fear. Or maybe they overdid it a little.
Okay.
Husky.
So, the action star is a homeroom teacher?
Yes.
I thought you had to be a composer or an idol to work at this school.
I think he might also... I don't know, man.
I don't know. That was weird to me.
He's
he was
famous.
like, it's my homeroom teacher. And I was like, what? They feel like they just needed an excuse to have this actor be on campus. He was climbing a tree branch and then fell off. And then Haruka's like, what? He's like, don't tell anyone I was doing this.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny.
What was funny to me was when she went to go, they're like, oh, the action movie thing, you should tell him, but he already knew. And then he like pulls her away from her friends and runs off with her just to sing her the theme song of his favorite TV show.
Dude, that song was fun though.
That made me laugh. Where it's like, let me pull you away from your friends so I can just sing you the theme song to my favorite action TV show.
He needed like a fanboy moment about his teacher. And she was like, I get it because I'm a fangirl for Hayato.
And he's like, Hayato, really? That loser?
Yeah.
And she's like, hey.
Well,
hey.
they had their bond of fangirling, so.
Yeah. What else happened?
And that's when they try to help him get over his fear of heights. And you know what happened to make him scared of heights in the first place?
His best
When they were kids, Natsuki was chasing him.
And
he kind of almost fell off a window.
A building.
Yeah.
I love how they tried to fix his fear of heights by pushing him off things, like buildings, ships, and helicopters.
Oh, I know. The ship really got me. I love the ship one. It was great.
We learned that Sho and Natsuki used to play violin together in competitions.
Yeah.
That's how they were friends.
Like, oh, yeah, I knew that when we played violin. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And that really doesn't come up again. Like, you see a violin, I think, in Natsuki's room at one point, but other than that...
Yeah, he's like...
Do they have a violin solo at some point?
I don't know. I've only seen what you've seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard any of the other songs.
It's been a while since I've heard the other songs, because I have heard some. They're good.
The principal shows up and tries to help. He tries to hypnotize him.
Oh, yeah!
And that's when the truth
That's when you find out about the...
Yeah. Natsuki pushing him off of a building on accident.
Well, he was, like, trying to run away, because...
Off of a building on accident.
He was like, you're really cute, come here. And he was like, stop chasing me, and he kind of almost fell out of the window.
So yeah, I don't blame him for having a fear of heights, like...
Yeah, no, I don't either.
That's pretty valid.
And then they look at the fine print of that ad for auditions, and it was like, for the lead's younger sister.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh, I guess I can't do it. And then Natsuki makes him wear a dress.
Yeah, he's like, you can still do it. And he puts him in a dress, and the action star guy...
Comes by. Yeah, and he's
nice.
Like, yeah, I did.
That's exactly what I thought my little sister should look like. You should audition. And he was like, okay.
Yeah, that was really funny.
I wonder if he did it. We'll never know.
Yeah, they don't follow up with that.
I'm assuming he didn't actually do it.
Probably not. Okay, this is your episode, man.
This is my episode. This is the Natsuki episode.
Yeah.
So Haruka is excited to go to Hayato's concert by herself. All of her friends are worried about her getting lost. With good reason, because she does get freaking lost.
She does.
She finds Natsuki, but he's very different. He's now... What's his alter ego called?
Satsuki. Yeah.
Satsuki's different. And Sho's also there. And we'll talk about that secret. Actually, we'll just talk about it now. Fuck it. So...
Okay.
Without his glasses, he's a very different man. It's Satsuki.
Yeah.
He made a kid eat trash. He's very violent. He's very mean.
Yeah. He's very angry.
He also, like, forgets everything. He's like alter egos, right? He forgets everything. He reminds me of Launch from Dragon Ball. If anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Not me.
Where it's like the two different personality things. I used to see that anime all the time. I'm happy to see that it's back.
Well, I mean, this is an old anime, so that's why it's in it.
Freaking show has to follow him around and put glasses back on him so he doesn't, like, hospitalize people.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny.
Reminds me of, what's that guy from Durarara?
Oh,
dang it.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I'm trying to remember which one.
Bartender guy. I can only think of Izaya right now.
Our favorite one.
My favorite dude from Durarara.
Dude, my favorite too.
Google it. And that's probably why. Shizuo. We said it at the same time. Yeah, he reminds me of Shizuo.
I love him.
Which is probably why he's my favorite in the series.
That's totally
I think, like, a dual route like that sounds so much fun. I'd want to do his route so bad.
Dude, I could ask about how Natsuki's route is.
Yeah, I want to know how that is. Let me know. Get your insider scoop. So,
I got you.
So Natsuki and Sho go to the concert with Haruka, and Hayato drops the mic. Oh no! And
scandal.
Also, Natsuki drops his glasses and a lady steps on them, and then he's gonna try and fight Hayato for singing insincerely.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna sing and you're gonna listen.
Yeah, but by fight I mean a singing. I thought it was gonna be a singing battle, but it was more like he's like, just give me the mic. I'm gonna show you how to sing sincerely, and he sings pretty well. But
yeah, that was a fun song.
Is trying to put glasses on him while he's on stage, which is funny to me.
Oh, I love that. She's like sneaking up with the glasses. And they're broken?
Yeah, they're broken. Yeah, I don't know if they'd work if they were broken. Do you think they'd still work?
We never find out.
I never would know. I'd have to know. From the game, I guess.
I mean, does the game tell?
I don't know.
No clue.
There's so many games, though. One of them has to. But it doesn't work because he sees her. Spotted.
Yeah.
And then they have, like, a romantic moment before Sho puts a fake pair of glasses over his head.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a frog hat with glasses attached.
Yeah, because he was there to see, like, his favorite cute little character after Hayato's concert.
Yeah. So now it's all fine, I guess.
Yeah, as soon as you put glasses on him, he's, like, totally fine.
But then she trips. And then Hayato is like, whoa, are you okay? He doesn't really, like, pick her up, but he just bends over and is like, whoa. And it turns out Tokia's Hayato. Oh, my God.
Yeah, she was like, wait a minute, is that...
I actually thought, I was like, oh, is he playing for his brother? Like, is his brother, like, gone or dead? I thought maybe he actually had a twin brother. Dead. And, like, Hayato died. And now Tokia has to be his brother, like, to keep his image up, and he hates it. And that's why he hates his brother. And I was like, that was my mindset. I was like, whoa! And then that didn't happen. Turns out they're the same person. He just hates his pop idol version of himself.
He just hates, like, what his job has become. Because all he wanted was to sing, but we'll kind of get to that in a little bit.
Tokia bothers me as a character because I never really understood him at all.
Oh.
Even though they spend a lot of time on him, like a lot.
They spend a lot of time with him.
He has like just sort of like episodes.
Around a lot. He has a lot. He gets a lot of time.
Anyway, the next episode's his episode, so chalk that as I'd say
one of his episodes.
One of his episodes.
Yeah. So this episode starts off with Haruka being praised by Ringo, saying that her piano performance is what should be expected from the girl who got the highest score in the current month's songwriting contest. And after class, Haruka saw Tokia and confronted him that she knew the truth. She wonders why Tokia is doing that kind of pretense as Hayato he's already popular and he doesn't have to go to school. Because the point of the school that they're in is so that they can debut as idols and composers. And she's like, you're already famous. What are you doing here? Meanwhile, as Tokia, he's having troubles with his singing. And it is described as perfect, but without heart. And as Hayato, his manager is telling him that he's better acting in dramas instead of singing. So he's sad because, like, as just Tokia... Even if he's got good technique, if he doesn't have any heart, then how is he supposed to be an idol? And as an idol, he's really just becoming an actor.
But people seemed
He's
pretty
like, I
happy
just
at
wanna
his
sing.
concert, except for Haruka, who's like, oh, he seems different.
Yeah.
I thought it was he seems
It's kinda-
different because he had a broken foot or like a messed up ankle.
I mean, he did have like a messed up ankle, but it's more because he
But-
was sad.
Like I feel like half the reason why he's having issues is because he's sad about not being able to sing. But if people are saying you don't have any heart in it, then I don't know. Dude.
I mean, I don't know. It's complicated.
Tokyo gets demoted in this episode.
Yes, he does. They kick him out of the S class, which is the class that Sho and Ren are in. Then they send him back to A class, and everybody's like, oh my god, he got demoted.
Yeah, he's now in A class.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter because the summer trip's coming up in the next episode.
Yeah, so the thing that we didn't talk about in like the second episode was students are supposed to pair up one idol and one composer to do like the graduation audition, and you know, if you pass that, then you get to do your idol debut. Well, they're like, at the end of the first semester, we were going to pick one person and you guys are going to work together on this audition. And so the point of the summer trip is to keep making connections, and hopefully you'll have your partner picked out by the time that's done. Because when you get back from that trip, you're supposed to decide. So I thought we should probably mention that.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's really what this trip's all about, is creating
This is also
connection.
the Token Beach episode.
Yeah, the Token Beach episode. Not a lot of beaching happening, though.
No.
There
just a
was
little
one, like, blushy swimsuit sequence, but other than that,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
really. Yeah, so this is where we learn a fun secret. Haruka's friend picked someone else. No, I'm kidding, that's not the secret, but I honestly
Yeah.
thought that Haruka's friend would also want her to be her composer.
bit. That would have been fun.
Because I feel like when you have girlfriends in school, girlfriends for life, they always pick each other.
Right?
But she's like, nah, I found some other dude. Good luck,
Well,
though.
this is a harem show. They gotta leave Haruka for all the other boys. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is, I guess. Everyone in this episode, almost everyone asked her to be her partner.
Yeah.
More people do it.
I know,
like,
instead of being like, I'm in love with you,
yeah,
they're like,
my
I'm gonna
partner.
ask you to be my partner for this thing.
be my partner.
I
for
kinda
this
like
cool
that, though.
project. Yeah, I like that too. It adds a lot. There's still pressure on her to pick a partner, but it's like less of like a date me kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Which,
Like, even though, you know, they're obviously in love with her, like,
yeah,
it's just,
even though
make
no
music with
love
me.
allowed. Remember episode 1, we didn't talk about this, but they said the one rule of the
yeah.
academy is you're not allowed to be in love with each other. No dating.
No dating.
So
Because that's showbiz.
that makes me laugh. I wonder how the next seasons are gonna go then, huh?
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Showbiz.
We'll find out next time.
This is where we find out that the cat is actually a person.
Yeah, that was an
was
interesting
weird.
sequence of events.
I kind of expected it since Brothers Conflict had the squirrel be a route.
Oh,
To
yeah.
be honest, I was like, this cat's magical, and I'm probably a dude. And it was. He's a
Convenient
prince.
plot cat.
He's a prince.
Yeah.
And
Cat prince.
cat prince.
Ah,
Cecil the cat prince. He...
he's cute.
Yeah, he's very cute. I didn't learn much
He shows
about
up.
why he's a cat, though.
No, there's nothing about why he's a cat. He shows up and it's like, we've met before and we're gonna meet again. And he sings her a song.
Isn't this like his island or something like that?
I mean, this is like his episode, but I don't know that it's his
I
island.
don't know. I was.
Isn't it the principal's island?
Yeah, but he probably bought it when everyone turned into cats
bought it.
from the kingdom.
Oh my god.
I don't know the backstory. Maybe we'll find out more later. And this is also when Hayato remembers, I guess, also... Dang it, I called him Hayato, but it doesn't matter. He got into an accident and he sings Amazing Grace. That we talked
Is
about
that
earlier.
episode or is that the other one?
That's this one.
Oh, okay. You'd think I would remember because I saw that like literally this morning, but it's all blended together.
I stopped taking notes after 11.
Oh
so
yeah,
we'll see how
no,
this
it
goes.
is definitely the accident thing. I just used my eyes and read the wiki.
This is like a mixture of a Cecil episode and that other
And another
guy.
Tokyo episode?
Dang it, I want to call him Hayato, but same diff, I guess.
You can. We know.
Episode, yeah, we know by now.
We think we know, anyways.
Yeah, I'm still not 100%. Episode 9. Oh, this is when all the guys ask her like officially, right?
Yeah. Well, no, what they do is they come up and they tell her, I submitted my paper with your name on it.
Yeah, which is rude.
She hasn't submitted hers, they're just like, I picked you. And she's like, I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Well, everybody but Tokyo in this episode was like, I picked you.
Yeah, I put your name on the form and I turned it in already. Just thought you should know. And it's like, whoa. What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
That's...
They all try to do this like romantic, confession type thing again, where it's like, I turned in my paper with your name on it.
And the teacher, adorable, was like, you know who else put your name on the paper? It's
Tokyo!
And then she like runs away.
I love Ringo so much.
I like that.
Oh my God, Ringo's freaking adorable. I love
Ringo
him.
knows.
Ringo's the real MVP.
Yeah, Ringo's the real MVP. I love Ringo. So she's like, I'm not going to decide between one of you guys. You're just all going to sing in a boy band.
Well, isn't that...
It's episode 10. I moved on. That's literally all I have for episode 9. I don't have anything else.
Yeah. And episode 9 is really a lot of montages of, I picked her. Well, I won't let you have her because I picked her. I need this girl because, she's got harem protagonist powers.
Yeah.
She's got that thing.
Now
and so episode 10,
yeah.
she writes them all a letter and she's like, come to this classroom. And she's like, sing together.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not going to decide between you guys. You guys should just sing together.
Yeah.
Which is... I kind of like that she did that, but also I can see why people would be mad about that.
Well, at first they were like, oh my God, 6 people want to have her as a partner. And she's like, I can't pick. And so she gets them all together, and the principal shows up because Ringo was like, I was worried about how this was going. And he was like, you cannot do an audition with the 6 of them as your group. And if you try to drop out, then everybody will... If you try to do it this way, everybody will fail. They were like, pick one. And she was like, I'm going to make a song that can be performed by 6 people. And the principal's really mad. They practice some together anyways. And then they perform it for him. And he was like, what's it called? And she's like,
I don't know.
And he's like, I won't take it with anything other than Maji Love 1000%.
She's like, okay, sounds good.
And they're like fine with it. That song is great though. It's the ending song.
Yeah, I liked that it was the ending song. Like they know because they started the series with them as a boy band doing basically their concert debut. So you knew they were gonna end up as a boy band, but still, it was like, oh, that's the ending song.
Yeah, it was great.
That's pretty dope.
I love the opening song too, though. The opening is so good.
It is really good. Actually, like it's weird because the opening seems like an ending song because it's all sad, Yeah. I thought that those would be switched, so it's interesting.
It's fun.
Yeah, so they all agreed to do that. Episode 11.
It's another Tokyo episode. The wiki calls it Map of the Future. I don't remember if Hulu did as well. Probably.
Yes, that's exactly what Hulu did. This is the last episode I took notes on, and my only note for this episode was, I thought Tokyo's manager knew he was attending the school. I'm so confused.
So... Tokyo's manager did not know that he's going to the school. Well, it was like, I think the president of the agency didn't. He was kind of keeping it from his agency because, he was dissatisfied working there as basically an actor instead of a singer. And so his workload increases so that he's too busy to go to school. And meanwhile, everybody else in the boy band starts working on a new song called Map of the Future. And they all notice that Tokyo's late because of his part-time job. Because he hasn't told them, and only she knows that he's actually Hayato. Mm-hmm. And it, working and going to school ends up being too much for him, and he, passes out after a job. And he's confronted by the president of his agency about his betrayal. Because if he, gets to debut with this academy that he's in, then that would be a contract with a different agency. And he was like, why didn't you tell me? And then the president of Hayato's agency passes out in Tokyo's apartment, and he's brought to the hospital.
Yeah, he has a
and finally Tokyo's like, yeah, he basically did.
And he's like, I saw you as a son.
Yeah, he did. He was like, I saw you like a son, and he was like, I should have told you, I'm sorry. And then that happens. When the president wakes up, he was like, I am hopeful now, because he met this girl, obviously. And he was like, I'm going to sing as Tokyo Ichinose. The president was like, oh, is Hayato, tired of being Hayato? He's like, no.
I mean,
and he tries to get back to school. It's like, yes, but no.
He is tired of being Hayato. Be honest, dude.
Yeah. I know. Or he tries to get back to school, and his phone call is cut short because he calls Otoya to tell him he's coming back. And then his return is delayed, and he's, like, stuck in traffic.
Yeah, this section, it made me... I had to rewind it because I was like, did something more intense than him just being stuck in traffic happen? And his phone running out of battery? Because him, like, just being late to rehearsal doesn't seem, like, as dramatic as they made it.
I think he was, like, later and later and later. And so then they were like, is he fine? He was sort of not fine. But you know what? It works out.
Yeah, it works out. It's fine. He made it back in time. He's okay.
He did.
In case you were at the edge of your seat wondering if Tokyo would make it through traffic to get to school in time, he did. He's back and ready for action.
He comes back. Yeah.
Episode 12, The Heart of a Lost Child.
Mm-hmm.
And now everyone knows he's Hayato.
Yeah.
Those darn paparazzi.
Showed up.
Everyone finds out he's Hayato, and everyone's like, did you know? Haruka?
They're mad about it.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't trust Tokyo. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess. That's okay.
That's a little extreme, but okay.
A little. You do you. They're like, we can't work with this guy.
It's a
but
very
Tokyo
small drama.
Yeah. He shows up and he's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he cries.
Like, just like everybody else, I want to sing Haruka's songs.
The group makes up, it's fine, but then new problems arise when the principal's like, you know what, this Starish idol group, sick. I love it.
Yeah.
And let's debut
them. He announces their debut to the media. He's like, check it out, gang. And everybody's really excited. And then the principal's like, Haruka can't write their debut song.
But not you, Haruka. You're not a part of this group. Get out. I hired the god of composers to write their debut song. Can you do better than a god? And she's like, I don't think so. And so he's like, then go do other stuff. And then she runs away in episode 13.
Yep.
She's sad, which is fair. I mean, that's like understandable. She just got kicked out of the group that she made.
Yes, I know. It was like, the principal's like, are you just a fan? Or are you actually a pro? Because she said that she was just happy to hear them sing together.
Which is a lie.
And he was like, you're missing something then. And she leaves. She goes back home to her grandma's house in the country. Because at first the group was like, well, we just won't debut then. And Haruka's like, no, do the thing. Don't waste this chance.
Yeah.
So she runs away, and her grandma reminds her that she does, in fact, still love music.
Yeah, we gotta play Baba Black Sheep, girl, you know, the classics.
I know. But you know what? Starish comes to her, and they sing the song that they had been writing together in, like, episode... Is that just the one before this?
I don't remember which episode that song was.
It was...
They came a little too late, I feel like, because she already was going to go back.
She was like, yeah, I guess I'll go back. I know. And then they showed up and they started singing.
And it's like, oh, I already decided I was going to go back, guys.
and then she's like, I want to write songs that nobody else can write. Nobody else can write for you guys. And the principal, in his usual dramatic fashion, shows up. And he was like, you passed the test.
Yeah, that's
what I wanted was for you to have an ego.
That's such bull. I feel like, I know I might be looking into this. I feel like maybe he just couldn't get or pay for the god of composers. So he was like, yeah, let's bring back Haruka. That was a test, I swear.
He was like, I just wanted you to have an ego and to really want this. He was like, you're too nice. That's going to be your downfall. And I'm like, well, in showbiz, possibly.
Possibly.
But you don't know.
But that's the most bullshit thing I've ever heard.
It was something.
You have an ego now. Congratulations.
Yeah, you finally said, I want to do something that no one else could do.
So lame.
Hooray. And then they debut.
My favorite scene was when she gave them all double high fives backstage.
Oh my god.
They all ran past her and gave her like high fives. It was the best.
Cute.
It was so good. They all high fived and they went on stage and then they kicked ass.
Want to know a secret?
What?
So the teachers and like the principal and like 4 other guys were watching them, right?
Yeah.
Those 4 other guys, I recognize them. I believe they will be in season 2.
Oh, really?
Stay tuned for them.
Oh boy, more boys?
More boys.
Not just 6 boys. There
No.
will be more boys?
There's more boys.
I know there is one named Ron Maru that people talk about a lot, and that's the only one I know.
Yeah, Ron Maru was in that little bit.
That didn't show up. I didn't hear that name, so I was like, I'm confused.
I mean, they didn't... No, he, like, was on screen for only a tiny bit. And I wouldn't have known this if I hadn't gotten, like, a ton of Udapri rants in, like, December from a friend of mine. So thank you for sending me all that stuff. I kind of wish I had pinned more of it, because ain't no way I'm scrolling back to our chats in December to find all the details that you gave me.
So let's do Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to go first, or am I going to
be hard to kill somebody.
I know.
To marinate on this a little bit.
Oh, man. I know, I don't want to have to pick kill. Kiss, marry, or kick out of the boy band.
Yes. Kiss, marry, or kick out of the boy band.
Because they're still good.
Because I don't want to kill them.
I don't. I love them. Are you gonna, or am I gonna?
I'm still thinking, but I'll just go real fast. Okay. Just spur of the moment. I think I'm going to... Oh, fuck, I don't know. This is hard.
I know. This is super hard.
I'm gonna marry my favorite dude, which is Natsuki.
Totally valid.
I think I can handle that, but I don't know. I'm gonna kiss.
He's got his glasses on.
Well, he's kind of hot without him. I'm gonna kiss
You know
Tokia.
what? You're not wrong.
I don't like him, but I think he needs it. And then I'm sorry, but I'm going to kill. Oh God, what's your name?
Which one are you gonna kick out of the boy band?
Oh, sorry, I meant kick out of the boy band. I think I'm gonna kick the Playboy out. He doesn't seem like his heart's in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm kicking him out.
I mean, that's who I was gonna kick out too.
I was thinking about actually kicking out the other CEO guy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Masa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually think he really wants it more.
He does.
So I would feel bad to kick him out, so I'm not going to do that.
That's totally fair. I'm gonna kiss the Sunshine Boy because Otoya is.
It's fair.
He's
tomato
so
head over there.
Yeah, I know. Tomato Boy. I'm gonna marry Tokia because I love Tokia. And then, unfortunately for Ren, I'm gonna kick him out of the boy band also.
Sorry, Ren.
Sorry, Ren.
You and your CGI saxophone can leave.
Oh my god, that thing was hilarious. It was so funny because I was not expecting that.
Yeah, me neither, because I feel like the first time he did it, it wasn't CGI, but I wasn't sure.
I think he was farther away,
maybe.
And so they could just kind of like hand draw it and it was fine. But then they're like, we have to do this close-up of Ren playing the saxophone on the roof because he's lonely. And
because he's lonely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
though?
No.
He's having his sad boy moment. And they're like, we gotta get as close to this as we can. But we don't know how to draw a saxophone.
Yeah, the two violin kids didn't like sadly play the violin when their stuff didn't go right either.
No, they didn't. I don't know, maybe that's next
year. Cookies are burned. Sad violin.
Well, Natsuki didn't care. No, and Sho was just like...
He never cared. And Sho
was just trying to run away from that stuff.
Was too afraid of heights to be on the roof.
Yeah. But this series was really fun, and I'm so glad you told me that it's watchable on Hulu.
I'm so glad
I had a great time.
It.
Oh, God, it was so good.
It. Could you imagine just jumping into Revolutions?
No, because I didn't want to.
I don't want to either. I wanted to get the whole story.
Yeah, I needed to be invested in this.
Yeah, we learned how they became a boy band, which is pretty cool.
Which is great.
I thought they were already going to be a boy band, so this is cool. I like that. Good old origin story.
Yeah, it's great.
Excited for 2000%.
Yep.
I think it's funny that they stopped doing the percentages after 2000%.
Well, after 2000%, it was too many percents, and
you can't be serious love 3000%. That's impossible. Absolutely not. Okay, well, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for 2000%. Yeah. Bye. Bye.